What's up, YouTube? This is the Billy Bob HD bringing you another Let's Play. Today I've got some more Hearts of Iron 4. This is the Great War mod. We are playing as United Kingdom here. Last episode, we were finally making some offensive moves here towards Frankfurt because good old Russia over here isn't going to stand up forever, and essentially they're going to have their normal sort of revolt kick off here in a little couple of years or so. And then look at the Italians down here actually coming in against the Ottomans. That's pretty awesome news. We're also looking to reinforce and provide some additional divisions down here as soon as they're ready. You can see Purple Group with 11 divisions. Unfortunately, he's about halfway there in terms of overall sort of favorability right now. Okay. You can also see us with the offensive up here making some green headway, and we've actually liberated Luxembourg as well, which is awesome news there. So in these new offensive actions, we've taken a bunch more casualties. You can see we're up close to the 110k mark right now, but we did grab an additional bunch of manpower, which is great. My fleet here repairing is at 81%, so we need to make sure that they continue to repair appropriately. Unassigned divisions, yes, I'm aware of that. Resistance now is probably happening down there in the Ottoman Empire. New Zealand wants to supply us with 16 support equipment, 21 field artillery, so we will take that. Okay, also over here, we've got some additional national focuses to go up with here to try to get this extra research slot here. So in order to do that, we've got to expand the dockyards even further, so we'll hit that up. I've got free civilian factories now at this point, so I'm going to continue building up a collection of military factories here like this. We also have some industrial research to do here once we get the chance, which will be here shortly. But we still have these 43 divisions over here in France fighting. A lot of defensive actions still occurring here. My guys are not really even having a chance to attack here at this point. So let's hit the pause button on the offensive now. We were able to take a couple territories back. I'm going to let my guys sort of defend and try to recharge themselves here a little bit. You can see the manpower needs now swelling up. Support equipment needs are up over 1,300 again because of that. Motorized needs. Quite a few motorized needs, actually, and if we take a look, one of my military factories was taken away from that production somehow. Again, I'm trying to produce out as many field artillery 1s as possible, so we don't have to lose a bunch of production going up to that level 2. Good stockpile of guns, though, right now. So we're making 8.4 of those support equipments per day. Free dockyards here at this point, so let's go ahead and plug them into the battlecruiser line like this as they come out. Constructions wise, we've got one of these left now. You can see August 2nd, 1915, August 20th, September 6th for this one here. So what are we missing now in terms of resources? We're missing a little bit of oil. Let's go ahead and trade away for some here. I've been buying it from the US, so we're going to continue doing that. Don't believe the U.S. has been called into the war yet, have they? They have not. But we've already got Italy in there. It's August of 1915 here at this point. We're going to take Purple Group and actually tell them to go ahead and pause there on the offensive actions because I'm seeing a lot of red there. We are in the midst of, I guess, liberating Israel there. And you can see we've taken out 4 of the Kaiser's dreadnoughts here in the Pacific. Hell yeah. That's awesome. The Austrians are surrounded on all sides here. The Italians still fighting hard up in the mountains, but not making a ton of progress. So these guys are going to start recharging themselves here on the front lines as we finish up our last round of attacks right there. We just need more divisions, really. And that is being hampered by, of course, the shortages that we're seeing up at the front. So support equipment needed here, support equipment needed there. I'm assuming that's the same sort of story across the board here. We are going to wait for one military factory to finish up here. And then I'm thinking we're going to swing back to the artillery production. Wow, a lot, and I mean a lot of trucks needed here at this point, up to 412 right now, as my field hospitals are probably getting beaten up pretty badly. Infantry equipment's going to be delivered just fine. Motorized, we're working on that one. Support equipment is at least dwindling. That was at about 1,300 here at the beginning of the episode. So now we're reaching August of 1915. Oh, we've had a retreat by one division here in this area. It's a little scary. Renowned class is now finished. Ah, nice. Those nice brand new shiny infantry helmets are finishing. So I'm going to swing back right here with the early light machine gun. And then we did say we wanted to get some air stuff going. It is 1915 here, so let's go ahead and take the Sopwith pup there. Free civilian factories here again. And I can choose to invest a little bit further here in Ireland, for example, so we'll continue building those military factories as needed. The good news is we still have 43 civilian factories working for us. Modify the government here now. We've already taken extensive conscription, so let's get some bonus here for our, hopefully, infantry. I was going to say, okay, there's an artillery one here that's pretty good. Division attrition, though. I'm actually going to take that one as we're fighting in the desert and on the Western Front, and that can be a little hairy as far as attrition goes. So we just finished out those new infantry equipments there, which is awesome. 1918 on a lot of these other ones. Oh, Bulgaria now entering the war. Okay, so back over here towards industry. I want to get this heavy industry too. It's only 106 days. We're going to need those building slots desperately. The Spanish now are going to send me some more support equipment, so that's great. Getting in that nice, juicy Lend-Lease. So the support equipment needs now down to 800. We're about to deliver 300 of those. Meanwhile, we're going to turn over production here of infantry equipment too. It's almost 43,000 guns to update here. Or units of guns to update, rather. Okay, Purple Group is still saying, hey, we are pretty evenly matched, so we're just going to dig in right there, which is fine. And then Teal Group, the same sort of deal over here. Showing us a red 88. We've got a lot of green defensive battles going on as well. The Ottomans pushing against me down here now, so how many troops do I have down here? Just the one division? I guess so. So we'll run up here and sort of take all of this territory and actually have him march northwards through Hedjaz there. How are the African divisions doing? Dockyard expansion is finished. So we've got to swing back to that here at some point. The Germans still holding a couple of different positions down here, and we are showing as Serbia capitulated. Oh no. So I tell you what, let's take these two divisions here. We're actually going to mount... We actually need to mount an attack going this way on this division that's sort of trapped. These two divisions are going to come in and help out. So that'll be 3 divisions we can sort of scoop together and use against any of these remaining territories down here. It is going to take them a while to get down there, though. For sure. New national focus here. Let's go Dockyard Expansion 3. Okay, so nice. Continuing to get better cruisers and such here. We're going to go for the Battle Cruiser 3 here. And we're going to go for the Dreadnought 3 here. Boom. Alright. So starting over on some of those productions, but that's okay. Missing resources now. A bunch more wood. How did the Italians do over here? So their little invasion up here against the Ottomans was quelled, unfortunately, and then the Austrians overran the Serbs. Dang it. Still receiving an attack up here around Luxembourg. And then having several divisions sort of having to retreat out of these areas as well. What are my casualties up to? 165k, so manpower bleeding out quite regularly here. Free military factories now. Wow, and somehow I've managed to get a nice stockpile of that field artillery going here. So let's then go ahead and update the early artillery like this. And I'm going to take another couple military factories there. We have boosted up our truck production, though, up to 3.18 per day, so that's good. Approaching that 10 mark there on the support equipment. Horse-drawn vehicles there from the Italians. So we do need to still populate for military factories as much as possible, because we are going to want to stand up air production here very shortly. So we're starting off with 32 per day here to update my infantry equipments. Only 15 days left on the trench mortar, so that's good. That'll help out our infantry stats. A victory here in the Mediterranean for my Navy. Oh my gosh, we actually popped out a new division. Wow. Who'da thunk? Alright, so this guy, we're going to assign you to Africa. Oh, and with those new helmets, almost forgot. Okay, we need to modernize re-equipped infantry here. Re-equipped. So we're going to plug in for all of this. Awesome. Okay, that gives everybody better defense. So we'll save that. Great. No infantry divisions there with my calves or anything. Colonial troops need to definitely be re-equipped. Like this. And I do want to bolster up my my colonial troops here. The guys fighting down in Africa, absolutely. Combat width of 20 there. In fact, we'll remove this. Add an artillery piece here. Remove you and add an artillery piece to you. Oh. There we go. Nice even 20 there. We need to give you signal and field hospital. Awesome. So now my colonial troops will be updated. I do want to give them sort of a different icon. So they're going to be sort of this tropical, yeah, that tropical icon there. Sweet. So let's double check and make sure. Oh, I guess these were standard infantry divisions. Reserves. Blah, blah, blah. Reserves, huh? You guys are going to need some better supply and such if you are going to be fighting in Africa so well. Let's leave them in a combat with artillery. Artillery. There we are. Alright, cool. Reserves. I also want you guys to have the... There we are. The colonial sort of icon there. New support equipment coming in from Italy. Thank you. Alright, so back over here now. 349, 473. So a long time on some of these other research possibilities here for infantry. 513 there. Let's continue with our land doctrine stuff. Alright, perfect. Alright, so these units should be updating. Need some motorized support equipment as per usual. Field guns. So now that I've updated field guns, we're barely going to keep up with orders needed for the front. Again, we are on pause, just taking a defensive measure right now so we can catch up with our production stuff. 6 ships now in the new Navy, which is good to see. 0-0 there, 0-11 there. So the Germans building up a bigger presence there in the sea. Right here to my northeast. Did my other guy make it down here? Either that or he should be on the way. Oh, here he comes now. Okay. Good. Oh, we've got some French guys trying to make an attack going for over here. Regularized infantry divisions there being helped out. These guys here, we're going to put them into a new group here. Not a field marshal, we just need a regular general. Here's a good guy. He's going to be pink group. Should the 1916 Olympics be cancelled? Probably so. Alright, there go in my Africa Corps divisions now. They're going to make a move. I've collected 4 of those divisions there. The French have got this one enemy German division sort of bottled up for us. Oh, this guy's getting hit hard right here, isn't he? He's getting attacked from both sides, it looks like. Yeah, he's out of supply. He needs to rush down to a port if he can make it. Try to take a little retreat. Okay, my 12 divisions are now here, set and ready to go. Dockyard expansion 3 done. Sweet. So that means we need to work on the air stuff next. Free factories, right? Give another one to the truck production. I do also want to open up a second support equipment line, so let's move this up the sort of, there we go, like this. Okay, so he's going to get the next set of factories coming in, which one just popped in for us. Alright, let's see what kind of resources we're missing now. We are missing 52 wood and 6 oil. Holy crap. Yeah, look at this light cruiser production getting significantly hurt by that lack of resource. We move that up. Let's trade away for some additional wood. Buying that from the Russians. Okay, so that took our wood need down to 15. Okay, so now the battle cruiser production is getting hurt by that, but that's okay. We've got our dreadnoughts and cruisers coming out here still. New infantry division is ready and trained. Send him over here. Down to 1.73 million in men and manpower now. What do we need? We need up the front. We're at least down to 669 now in overall support equipment needed. Motorized becoming more and more of a need as time goes on here. Those trucks in the desert are not doing well, are they? So continuing to defend nicely here, especially in Luxembourg. Bleeding that German manpower out, and hopefully they're losing a bunch of that over there in the east as well. We do have a little bit of a presence here of Montenegro still in southern Austria. Heavy industry just finished. Excellent. I'm going to hit the advanced hand tools next, which will help out our equipment production. Free civilian factories. So good, we got all new building slots. So we'll do something like that. Now, research-wise, we do need to keep an eye on the naval research. Okay, 1922 is the soonest we can get heavy cruisers in. So we just got to keep an eye on that. What am I missing here now? Oil. A little bit of oil. Yeah. Okay, so those new factories popping out are going to go in and invest towards that support equipment production. Early artillery, we've got almost a full line going there, so that's good. Do something like that. Making 5 trucks per day. So what are all these guys missing? Of course, the support equipment. Yeah. Before they can finish out. Support equipment's actually been delivered. Holy crap, guys. That's looking good. These guys are actually making 4 of those per week as well. On top of this 11.3 per day. Oh, the Australians and the Swedes took away, and the Spaniards took away their Lend-Lease, of course, because we have reached sort of being able to put support equipment into my other stuff here. Yeah, and so that need immediately goes back up. That's how that's working. But these, we're getting ready to have new divisions coming out, though, which is good. This fleet can't not seem to repair itself. So there it goes back out on its mission. The New Zealanders cancel there. Lend-Lease there, and we're back here with coverage occurring. We automatically get into a battle here. Looks like the battle did not finish out. We're getting caught back up here as well. Okay. Modify the government here. Commando specialist. Artillery. I like this artillery one. He's a 10 attack, 5 defense. 10 attack, 5 defense, so same difference there. We'll take it for my field guns. So working on upgrading that artillery now, as well as the support equipment. Still sitting at that 1200 mark. Okay. Sea battle here. We took out a Ottoman sub. I've got 13 divisions up here now against the Ottomans, who are stacking up as well. Things on the Western Front still holding for us. Goodness gracious, down to 1.69 million men now. We're approaching the 200K mark in overall casualties. I may try to get some subs. No, let's go destroyers here. 161 days. I'm going to switch battlecruiser production over to destroyers, I think. Well, cool. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and/or comment if you've enjoyed my content, and we'll catch you next time.